Okay. Alright. Got everything set up here. Except that I just realized I did not grab my coffee yet. 1 second. I'll be right back. Oh. There we go. All right. All right. Let's get back into it here. Probably only have like a couple hours or so here today. And the possibility that I might need to run before that. We're trying to do a call at some point today. Some friends of mine and I are trying to do a call with our friend who's traveling abroad right now, and the time difference, zone difference makes it so that, you know, we're going to have to do it at kind of a specific time, but also a non-specific time in that we didn't plan shit. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on my phone here and see if those plans coalesce. I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to her. But we are nonetheless gonna get into it here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now we're ready to get into some nice building action here. This is bag number 7. No. We built bag number 7. Right, I had to go backwards because I forgot pieces. Which I have done on every bag so far, basically. More or less. Alright, bag number 8, let's go. I also don't want to go too super long today because I need to watch probably 3 horror movies today. I'm trying to do 31 and 31 days in October, and I am already behind schedule. It is the 3rd. I have only watched 1 movie so far. So that'll have to be a consideration here as well. All right. Let's see here. Starting off with some shiny metallic studs. Going into place right here. Okay. Go. Yeah, a little late getting started today too. My apologies on that. I am cat sitting for another friend that's out of town. So, and you know, when you're a cat lover like me, you can't just feed the cat and then bounce. You know, you gotta spend some time with a good kitty, and this is a really good kitty. So I did have to sit over there for a little bit. But it was a good, well spent morning. I finished reading one of the books that I've been working on, and so that was nice. That was good. I'm hoping to pack a lot of living into my next couple days off here. Alright, get this into place here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Let's admire our handiwork here. Oh yeah. Really starting to come together here. The body work. Let's see. Hit the other side here next, probably. Yup. Oops. Yes, indeed. This one is not getting a hinge, though, interestingly. Curious what that hinge will be for. Go. Okay, interesting. Got a C-clip on here instead of the hinge. Not that. Got a single stud 2-to-1 converter in there instead of that tile. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Take a sip of our coffee to reward ourselves. It's still wicked hot. So good, though. So good. All right. Check out what this contraption is here. That to stick it out there. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. Like so. A couple more studs. Yeah, still haven't watched the movie, although I did actually make an actual effort last time. Oh, I see. This is the dashboard we're making. Groovy. One of the thumbprints on it here. Sticker number 5 here. I went and I pulled up Hulu. I thought it was on Hulu for free. And either I was mistaken or maybe it was at one point, but it was a limited time thing. But it is now only available on Stars, which is a thing that I do not have. So either I could get a free trial of Stars, possible, through Hulu. It's my parents' account, so I'd have to convince them that it's, worth, a big pain in their butts to, have to remember to unsign up for it and all that. Let's try to orient these properly here. Plus, they're out of town right now, too. Everyone's out of town, I guess. All my friends and family are out of town right now. So, I don't even know if that will be feasible until they get back. Or, I can go to, like, a Redbox and get it there. If it's still available at a Redbox. Or I can buy it, hopefully used, but even used, I feel like it's still going to be like a $10 DVD, which I'm a little hesitant to do. Cool. So that 3-to-2 converter let us put this slightly offset so that it's symmetrical between these two dials. A little hesitant to do, having not seen the movie yet. I mean, I've bought DVDs sight unseen many times in my life, and I am sure I will again. This printed piece is different than it appears in the manual, but I don't see any. I mean, it would be in one of these little things. I think it's that. It says 82, and this says 82. I wonder if they changed the print during the production process. Huh. But as I was saying, I bought many movies on DVD that I haven't seen before, but usually it's because they're either like $1 and it's like, the same or cheaper as renting it would be, or if it's just a movie that I'm much more convinced is going to be, up my alley. I mean, I think I've heard good things about this, and I do think I'll enjoy it. I don't know. We'll see. I did want to watch it before we at least finish this, which is still possible. I don't think we're going to get through everything today because I'm limited on time here, but I mean, we'll probably only have like one session left after this. Maybe 2. I don't know. 2 would, if it's 2 more, then we'll definitely get it done. One way or another. I don't know. I should just check Redbox. That'd be the cheapest option, and then, even even if I love it, it's my new favorite movie, then it's still renting it from Redbox for like a couple dollars today. And then buying it for like $5 5 years from now would be cheaper than buying it for $10 today. I don't know. Also, an interesting question is, would I count that as a horror movie for, ooh, we're building the hood. Oh, this is going to be satisfying to pop on here. Would I count this as a horror movie for my 31 horror movies in 31 days? I wonder if there's like a catchy name for this challenge. I've seen other people do it over the year. My roommate did it last year, and I've seen other people do it too on social media, but I've never, if there's been like a catchy hashtag, I've never retained it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, certainly, the first movie I watched last night was Basket Case, which it's, not clear that it was meant to be a comedy. Well, I guess, no, it probably was, because, like, Frankenhooker is definitely same director's later film. That's, like, very definitely a comedy, like, intended to be a comedy. So I feel like at least some of the humor in it is intentional, but I don't know. And I mean, Basket Case is definitely a horror movie. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But it is kind of an interesting question. I mean, I think different people have different definitions of what a horror movie is. And, what falls under that umbrella. I mean, like, I don't really think of the original Ghostbusters movie or Ghostbusters 2 as being horror movies, even though they're, movies about ghosts and stuff. I think of them as comedies, primarily. I mean, exclusively. I think of them exclusively as comedies. But then a movie like, for example, Shaun of the Dead, I would say is equally as much of a comedy, but for whatever reason just reads more as a true horror comedy hybrid than just a comedy movie that just happens to be set in a world with ghosts or whatever, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I mean, I don't think that, like, genre fans were, like, rushing out in droves to, like, see Ghostbusters Afterlife. It wasn't like even movies like The Black Phone or Smile that's out right now, which I haven't seen Smile yet, so I'm about to make some generalizations about a movie that I haven't seen, so definitely with the caveat that I could easily reverse my opinion on this, but it's like these movies that, I don't look that, exciting from an artistic standpoint, definitely get genre fans really fired up. I don't think that Afterlife was really hitting for that same crowd in the same way. That's my memory of when it was coming out. All right, we got a bunch of stickers here, mostly rust, but there is one that we're going to want to apply here. Choke up on it here. Pretty good. Pretty good placement. Little hood ornament there. I mean, hell, I'm almost inclined to just not do the... How are these supposed to sit? Okay, so these go in the middle. Start with that. Maybe that'll help me figure out these other ones. Just like so. Guess they must be. Okay. Oh yeah. C-clips and a flip. And it easily opens because all of this stuff in the front... Oh, you can't see it. All of this stuff in the front here all is capped off by tiles or is like a sideways facing piece, so it's all nice and smooth on top. So even though this stuff is all like exposed stuff that could connect to studs, still gonna open very easily. And look at that. Front of the car is like done, baby, except for the wheels. Looking nice. Solid 8th bag there. Tying the room together. Starting to look like a half-built car instead of just a pile of random colored bricks here. Let's see, I can't remember how many. And okay, so there's 2 bags of 9, 2 bags of 10, 11, 12. We did 11 and 12. You know, we're closer than I thought we were. I can watch a bunch of horror movies tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I still need to be paying attention to this potential call that could happen. So no guarantees, but we'll see. We'll see about getting a little further into this than I maybe thought. And if we do, then we'll start to ponder what next week would hold. Even if there is a little bit to finish up next week, I think it's likely based on what we're seeing here. With the number of bags left, that even if there is a little to finish next week, I think we'll probably need to have a plan of what we're going to get into next. Well, not that we need a plan explicitly, but alright, try not to smudge my stuff here. I really should get some gloves for when I'm working with all of these clear pieces like this. You can always clean them up later, though. So it goes right on top right there. Another one? Oh, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. This could have become the missing piece. How does this go? Oh, I see. Goes like that. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, we definitely do have a lot of options as far as what to start next. I'm kind of inclined to go to the Razor Crest, just because I've had it the longest. Nope, I did that backwards. Try to just use the brick separators to try to avoid, yeah, scuffing up my clear pieces here. Just giving them the old shirt polish, don't mind me. You can almost see it on camera when I'm doing it. There we go. try to avoid scratching this stuff. What was I saying? Yeah, we got the Razor Crest. The Razor Crest. The only word I could think of was Mandalorian, which is not the name of the ship. We've got the Razor Crest. We've got the Galaxy Explorer. This is not right. I need the longer one. We've got the Succulents. We've got an ice cream truck. And we have got on the way in the mail the new Office set. I mean, I was always gonna get the Office set day one. What's up, Cosmic Princess? How you doing today? I'm just talking out loud about what we might be looking at next here, since we're quite a bit closer to the end of this build than I thought we were at the start of our session here today. Okay, feels nice and solid. Yeah, and for a little bit there, I was kind of low on options, but I bought more. I always buy more. I always think like, oh, I'm gonna what am I gonna do? I'm gonna run out here. I'm gonna need to improvise or find some other thing to do or whatever, and then some sale happens and some gift with purchase that I want happens, and I just can't help myself, you know? Let's see. Okay, so these go into here. Yeah, they just announced, I mean, it just started a couple days ago, the Ray the Castaway gift with purchase. The threshold for which is $120, which is exactly the price of the Office set that released on October 1st. So, you know, what can I say? I was never going to be able to resist that temptation. Never. Never. You know? I love The Office. And I know that that's kind of like a basic thing. I know there's a whole category of people that are like, ugh, this guy likes The Office. Wow. What a boring normie. But I don't care. It's a good show. I mean, not everyone has to like the same stuff, obviously. I don't care if people like or don't like things. But I love that show. I'm doing great. I've had a great week. Let's see here. How's this? Okay, this attaches on the door, or yeah. Oh, I see. With the C clips. Interesting. Yeah, I've had a great week. My band played our show in Omaha. It went awesome. There was quite a bit of people there there wasn't really a touring band. It was two Omaha bands and us. I guess we were the touring band, technically. But having us haven't played in Omaha before, it's we didn't draw anyone to this show, basically. But there was a good amount of people there. Omaha's got a good local scene for heavy music. And yeah, it was a really fun show. The other bands were really cool. I had a great time. It was really cool to get to play at that venue. It's a venue that I've been to a bunch of times ago. I'm trying to think, the first time I went there was probably 2013 or 2014 or something like that. So it was really cool to, you know, uh, be on the stage and, like, you know, all that stuff. It's really funny, like, the mystique of a venue kind of gets built up in your head when you go there a bunch of times, and it seems like so inaccessible, or at least this is for me. What's up, Airwolf? How you doing tonight? Good evening to you, my friend. But yeah, I don't know. I just build up these venues so much in my head, you know, having gone there to see bands over the years, and then, like, you know, we get there 3 hours before the show starts to load in equipment, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, it just feels different when it's like all empty, and the, you know, the curtains are all pulled back and the stage is empty and everything. It just, I don't know, it just, all of that intimidation just like vanished in an instant, and it was really fun. It was a really fun time. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Airwolf. I've been checking out your Sanctum Sanctorum progress on Instagram. It looks like a really cool set. All the little details I saw in one of your posts. I want to say it was maybe bags 8 and 9 or something like that. There's a room with like a bunch of bookshelves and all the little, like, you know, the different pieces they use for the books and all that were really cool. Oh no. Yeah, well, that is unfortunate. But you know, if you did, then you probably really needed the sleep. And I don't know if that's, you know, good advice to be giving. I mean, obviously you should try to go to all your classes or whatever. School's so expensive, and you're paying for it. You know, I'm not encouraging you to skip. That seems irresponsible, but you know, you'll get them back on track, and I hope you're feeling better after sleeping in, at least. Outside of potentially any guilt of missing your classes, I hope you at least feel better physically. Yeah, I ended up going to bed kind of early last night. I was going to do like I was going to do two horror movies last night, try to get myself back on schedule, but I was like fading at the end of Basket Case. I was like borderline falling asleep, and I was like, you know, no, it's like I actually want to watch these movies, you know. It's not just like it's watch, you know, 31 movies in 30 days. It's not fall asleep to 31 movies in 31 days. That's... Aha, I see what I did here. Yeah, use the wrong piece here. It's supposed to be one of these. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, that's cool. A hidden coffee cup. You know I'm into the coffee cups, and I love hidden details like that. And the treehouse has the little buried treasure in it that you build like right at the beginning. Like, oh man, I love stuff like that. It really like... Okay, so this goes on by C clips here. All right. Interesting. So it doesn't really move. See, I feel like I've got some strain on some pieces here. Alright, this pops out, yes. And then it flips back in, yes. And then this door closes, yes. So why doesn't this sit flush? I mean, I guess it's not supposed to. It looks in the instructions like there's a little gap here, but I don't know. It looks like it's like a half a... I mean, I guess in order for this to open, it probably can't sit exactly flush, because this has a handle, but it doesn't actually open. Okay. But yeah, I love it when builds have those little Easter eggs in them. It's just so cool that it adds an element that will always be just for the builder. Like, you know, if someone sees, you know, one of your sets on display or something, they'll be like, oh, that's cool. Like, you know, it's a cool set. Like, I like the movie that's from, or I liked whatever, you know. But there's, you know, I like it when there's little elements that are just a part of, like, the actual process of the build itself, because that's the fun stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot, you never use the stickers, right? Yeah, I bet there's a lot of stickers in that too. So I was talking about that earlier. No, I still haven't. I tried to watch it like right after the stream last week. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I literally just like walked from my room to the living room, and well, I watched. I did a little bit of hanging around in the raid for a while, but then I walked out of the room, and I was gonna watch it, but I don't know if I was wrong about it being on Hulu, or if either I was completely mistaken or it was only on Hulu for a little bit. Now it's on Stars, which I don't have, so I need to figure out an alternate plan to get it. Either I can buy it. I don't know. I might go to Half Price Books and see if they have a copy for cheap. Just because, or like, you know, see how much it costs there at least, because I just finished Annihilation, one of the books I've been reading, and I should read more of the Expanse series too, but I don't know. I at least want to go see. I want to drop by there and see if they have a copy of the second book in the trilogy used, because if they don't, I'm gonna potentially either have to order it online or buy it new. You know, which is fine. It's not like books are that expensive, but I like buying used when I can, just in general. Legos are kind of the exception to that, but I buy a lot of my records, books, movies. I try to buy all that stuff used when I can. Every once in a while there will be like a movie or a TV show or a book or something coming out where I feel really strongly that I want to contribute to like the actual sales numbers for it, and I'll buy it new. But I think recycling media is super important, you know, and giving stuff like that a second life is a worthy cause, in my opinion. But long story short, no, I have not watched it yet, but maybe I like this next step. Maybe we'll, maybe I'll go there. Maybe I'll go there after I wrap up here. Oh, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff I want to do today. It's hard to choose. Yeah. Try to clean this up just a little here. Can't tell if these are smudges or... Oh yeah, they're smudges. We got them. They were all on the inside the windshield. And of course there's a scratch in it, but not a particularly big one. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, yeah! Yeah! That is satisfying. Oh, this is awesome. Really coming together. Yeah, I was, ooh, I need more out of this bag too, actually. I'm doing a challenge for October, 31 horror movies in 31 days. I'm curious what you think, Airwolf. Would you consider Ghostbusters to be a horror movie, or do you think of it more as just like a comedy, just exclusively a comedy? Because yeah, there we go. I was kind of pondering that earlier before you dropped by. Like, what does it count as a horror movie, or does it count as just a comedy? As opposed to something like Shaun of the Dead, which I think definitely is like a combination of the two, horror and comedy. Okay. And then this is mirrored on the other side here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I figured that's kind of what I figured, is that it would mostly be a comedy. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe, like, I want to watch it, so I'm just going to watch it, and I'm going to decide, afterwards I can decide if that counts as one of my movies for the challenge or not. Probably definitely going to end up watching at least a couple of non-horror movies at some point anyway. Even though it's going to be a lot of hours. But that's why it's a challenge, right? Even for someone that loves movies as much as myself, I'm definitely going to have to, like, work out my schedule a little bit to accommodate that many hours. But I want to. I'm really excited about doing it, and I have, like, I have a bunch of movies picked out already and stuff, so we're definitely gonna make it happen. I'm gonna watch at least a couple today to get caught back up, but I'm off work tomorrow too, and I don't have, like, anything really planned in the morning tomorrow, so even if I have to stay up late tonight to get it done, I will. Alright, we're skipping some more stickers here, but I think we're just committed at this point. I mean, we can always go back and add. All of these are going to be all the rust stuff is going to be on the outside. So, is this song just completely silent, or? Alright, I'm just skipping the next track. Yeah, all these stickers are going to be on the outside, so I can definitely always go back later. But for now, I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, nice. That's cool. You got any stuff planned? Any travel or anything, or? I'm still I'm like a month away from my vacation. I'm really excited about it though. I haven't taken like a real vacation in it bums me out thinking about it. Like many years. It's been many years since I've taken like a full, several days of vacation. Like I take a lot of random days off work to go to concerts and stuff like that, but it has been a long time for like a real holiday, as it were. Oh, well, that'll be nice, at least. Be able to do that without needing to, like, take up a whole weekend or anything like that. And I love having sometimes, like, just a day to, or no, more than a day, just time where, like, without any big obligations. It can be so... I mean, like, traveling and stuff like that can obviously be very fun in its own way, but it also... Alright, yeah. So we talked about this way earlier. There's these two staggered ball joints that are kind of offset from each other, so this is going to be able to close at an angle. Like a true station wagon. Oh, this is going to be sick. Yeah, that looks awesome. Alright, so we got this on the back. And then it opens up like so. Try to show this angle. You can see it swings up at like an angle. Really cool. Okay, we missed a whole bunch of pieces here at some point or another. So that's great. So let me backtrack and try to find these here. But yeah, I mean, I love traveling and everything, but it's not very relaxing for me exactly. Like, I enjoy it, but because I so badly want to... Okay, I see. Come on, baby. Oh, okay, got it off with minimal damage. I just so badly want to use my time efficiently when I'm traveling, especially if it's like, travel can be kind of expensive. I really want to like get the most out of my time, so I don't really like relax typically, like at all when I travel. Especially because my trips, like I said, are always so short. I haven't gone anywhere for like a length of time in many years, so if I have just like a day or two in a city, I am always like on it. Like I want to get it in, get my time in, experience it as much as I can in that window of time. So sometimes it's nice when you have some time off work to just chill and, Not have anything planned, nothing major to do, just relaxation. Alright. Excuse me for just one moment. I'm going to go refill my coffee, and then we'll get into bag number 10 here. It's only been 50 minutes. I mean, I don't know. I'm 10, 11, 12. We might, barring any communication about this potential phone call, we might push through to the end here. I'm going to grab some coffee real quick. One moment. All right. Okay. So, as we said, there's 2 parts to bag number 10 here. This one's got some pretty big stuff in it. I'm going to open this first and see how many little bags are hiding. This might be a 3-tray situation. Woohoo! No, I think we can do it with 2, although I might use the bigger one. Well, space is at such a premium. I don't think of my desk as being particularly small, but some of these builds make me rethink that. I am pretty strapped for space here, but we'll make it work. Just a little extra time to sift through pieces. Not the end of the world. Alright, so we're going to put a nice roof on her here. On this step. Start with a couple of little odds and ends here. Cap in here. Ooh. Whoops. It's like when you drop a pick in the... Oh my gosh. Aha, I see it. We found it. I don't know how this didn't fall out when I was shaking it. It's not like particularly blocked by anything. There we go. Got it. Little rascal. Whew. Alright, and then we got... So all of these gears that have been interlocking are gonna... Oh wait, no. This is not for the gears. Not for the gears at all. Is this connected to that stuff? No, it's not. Huh. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. Fun. Alright. Okay, first part of the roof going into place. Sits attached to this and the windshield, if I can get it to go. There we go. Okay. Securely attached to both. That's beautiful. And then we're gonna mirror it up on the other side here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Cool. Make sure we orient this stuff properly. Let's see, where is this guy? Nope, nope, nope. Those are all the same flat ones. Aha! Found it. Found it! Okay. Splendid. Yep. Right on. So, press down here first, and then go from the bottom, so we're not putting too much pressure on the windshield. There we go. Alright. Feeling nice and secure. Okay, and then it looks like this is a nice big structure getting built next year, so actually I think I'm gonna try to just set our main model out of the way here for a little bit. Let's take a second to consider it in all its glory here. Looking really sick. Cool. Alright. Set it out of the way so that we can get some of this stuff a little better on camera here. Help me choke up on it and get a good angle. No, I live in the Midwest, so we were pretty unaffected by it. I know Kazakh Princess lives in that area. Yeah, I know it got pretty bad there for a little bit. I was kind of closely watching it because my friend that I'm cat sitting for is in Florida now. She was supposed to have flown into Florida directly originally, which obviously became an issue. Her flight was canceled. She thought that she was maybe going to have to cancel the entire trip. Well, that's good, KP. I'm glad it at least wasn't too bad in your area, although, of course, I primarily just feel bad for the areas that were hit more solidly by it. I can't remember. I think I saw that there was like a death toll had been noted like up around the like high 40s or 50s or something like that. Of course, usually with natural disaster situations, obviously there's usually like kind of a delay in some of that stuff as they'll continue to find people. which is super scary to think about, you know, just like lying in your home unknown for a while. Wow, didn't mean to get so dark there. But yeah, we didn't get anything from it this far inland. But yeah, my friend, yeah, she thought she was gonna have to cancel. She thought she was gonna have to cancel her entire trip, but she ended up flying into Georgia, and her friends drove up to Atlanta to meet her, which ended up being pretty cool, I think, from the sounds of things. They got to check out Atlanta. Originally, I think they were going to go to Miami over this weekend time, and that was going to be like their big city, you know, experience. All four of these, okay. So they ended up doing Atlanta instead because of the hurricane. But I mean, I don't know. I think that sounds pretty cool. I've never been to Atlanta. I have been to Florida, although not since I was like a kid on a family vacation. But I've never been to Georgia. I mean, we might have had like a layover in an airport or something like that. Again, when I was a kid. Long enough ago that I don't recall, and even if I did, I would not recall any details, certainly. But yeah, the Midwest here doesn't tend to get that much weather events. We do have tornadoes every once in a while, and they are definitely seeming to increase in regularity with the ongoing climate crisis. The city that I live in, Des Moines, is right on like a river. So that tends to break up the the tornadoes before they reach our area. That's what I've always been told anyway, that's the reasoning why tornadoes tend to affect the rural communities in Iowa more than the urban ones, is because Des Moines is right on a river. I think cities also tend to kind of scatter, you know, wind-based meteorological events like that. But I don't know. I just got, you know, I mean, that's what people have told me. I'm certainly not a meteorologist, so I can't really speak to the veracity of any of that stuff. But we will see. Oh, interesting. We got these pieces come together like this to form the curve here. It's pretty cool. And the other side as well. Do you guys have any bad, like, weather events in Europe? Do you get, like, bad thunderstorms or anything like that? I mean, or earthquakes? I don't know if there's any fault. I assume there's, like, maybe fault lines in some parts of Europe, at least. For America, it's mostly, like, the West Coast, the San Andreas Fault. California has its earthquakes and stuff. It just kind of feels to me like every part of the world should have some sort of bad weather effects that can happen. I don't know why I feel that way. Saying it out loud, it feels weird and not right. I don't know. Oh yeah. Classic spinny plate here. I have a ton of these in all my childhood Legos. I don't think I've used any in any modern sets. Huh. Well, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice to not have to worry about any of that stuff. At least for now. We'll see as climate change continues to happen. Oh yeah, sure. Flooding. Well, flooding is a really dangerous one. I mean, you cannot gloss over how dangerous flooding can be. Iowa had really bad flooding in 1993, so almost 30 years ago. I was alive. I was 4, so I don't really remember it. I know that we had to evacuate our home, like where our home was, and thankfully it ended up being that our house was not damaged too badly or anything like that. But my family definitely had to evacuate during that flooding, and it was I know it was really devastating for a lot of the state. So yeah, flooding can definitely be a major one. Yeah, just like low on the what's it called? There's like a scale. Why can't I think of it? Richter scale, I think. The Richter scale, I'm pretty sure, is for earthquakes. Yeah, flooding can be really dangerous. I think part of what makes flooding so dangerous is that I think people underestimate it. Like, people tend to... Oh, I'm at the end of my music here. 1 second. Yeah, the Richter scale, yeah. Thought that was right. Yeah, I feel like people tend to underestimate how bad or how dangerous a flood is. Like, people look at floodwaters and think like, oh, well, I can swim. Like, I know how to swim. So why would this be a problem? You know, I'll swim over here, or I'll go back into my house or anything like that. Go back into my house, try to get something, go into this place, try to get supplies or whatever. And then people just underestimate, like, just how intense, like, you know, floodwaters can have, like, really crazy, like, currents and stuff that you can't really see from the surface and things like that. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people end up drowning during floods because they just think like, oh, I'll just go do this thing real quick and it'll be okay. Again, not a scientist, not basing what I'm saying on anything at all, just a feeling. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, that is reminiscent of when Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. There was a big scandal too because of the FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency, I want to say. There was like a government agency that's whole purpose is to respond to things like that, and they did not do a good job of it. But yeah, I don't know. That's tough though. I mean, it's really hard to know, like, you know, like, it's hard for me to want to blame something that I know I couldn't do, you know, like I couldn't run anything like that, but I mean, of course, you know, not everyone can do everything. I mean, it's literally those agencies' jobs to be prepared for stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. My recollection is that, gosh, did I just lose a stupid piece? Where could that have gone? Under the microphone? Nope. Well, yeah, my recollection is that the controversy for ours, FEMA, during Katrina was that they had like used their funding for other stuff. Oh, I see it. Sorry, just 1 second. Oh, I don't even know how this went off the desk. There's so much stuff that I thought would be in its way. But yeah, they used they used their funding to like do other stuff. I don't remember. I'm a little embarrassed at how little I remember about this stuff. I remember hearing a lot about it at the time, but not living in that area. Also, I want to say that Hurricane Katrina was like 2008, maybe. I was like, not a little kid, but still young. I think I was supposed to build this kind of before I put it on. Yeah, made it work. Okay, so this gear does something. Flip it over here. And then, yeah, right now, with the hurricane, there's like another whole big thing of a bunch of conservative lawmakers from Florida have been like voting against relief funds because they don't believe in like federal. Oh, this needs to have more to it than that. They don't believe in using like federal funds to like help fix local problems or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The stuff that Republicans do just doesn't make any sense to me. It's really hard to even like wrap my head around describing it. I think it's so silly how opposed they are to what is just basic use of government funds in pretty much every other country that has central government. Alright, time to attach this bad boy. But yeah, there's like this one dude, Matt Gaetz, who's terrible for a variety of reasons, but he's been like, he voted against the federal funding being used for hurricane relief, but then he's like on Twitter talking about like he's like, maybe if our own government helped our citizens instead of the Ukrainian citizens, and it's like, bro, you voted against it. They were gonna do it. It's not. You don't have to choose. You can render aid to multiple places. You voted against it. Like, what a knob. I hate that guy. Hate that guy. There's multiple Florida politicians that I hate strongly. But there's also Iowa politicians that I hate strongly, so... What is going on here? Why won't this drop in back here? I'm trying to see what it's catching on that's not letting it. Aha! Haha, that feels... Okay. There we have dropped into place. All sections. Flip this around. Yes. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Why are you not doing it? There we go. Try to examine here. Something is holding this up from clicking into place, and I don't know if it's just going to be like the bumper where I'm just not pressing hard enough, but oh, there it goes. Angle is just a tiddly squeech off, but I think it is on there now. Feels solid. Feels good. Oh, I never have my hat backwards on stream. There's my forehead. Yep. That doesn't look right. Why doesn't that look right? I think something just wasn't pressed down right there. There we go. Now it looks... Everything looks copacetic on this side. Nice and flat. Nice and flat over here as well. Solid connections all around. Okay, and then now these last few pieces are gonna connect it up even better, I think. So let us not delay. Okay, this just drops in right here. Is that on camera? Drops in right here. Okay. And then we got these guys. Let's see. Maybe apply a little pressure from underneath too. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. Straight down is the best way to apply pressure onto these pieces, I think. Feels solid. Okay, and then these, same, straight down pressure. Oh yeah, nice and solid, rock solid. Oh, wow, this looks awesome. Just gonna go along, even out all the pressure on the roof. Cool. Wow. This is so giant. This is freaking awesome. This is awesome. Check here. Yep, still no miscommunications from my homies, so definitely gonna rip into at least the penultimate bag here. Penultimate bags, I should say. Every step has multiple. But yeah, I think very realistic that we get it done today. Here. I mean, we're on to like details now, which is crazy. I mean, there's going to be like 4 bags of details, but it's a big set. There's a lot of detail work to do. That makes sense to me. Okay. And yeah, if we're able to finish today, I don't know. I'll definitely want input as to what to do next. So I can't remember when I was talking about what all I have, but I have the Razor Crest. I have the Succulents in the Botanical Collection. I have the Galaxy Explorer, and I have the Office set on the way. That is not here yet, but I already got a shipment notification. It should definitely be here before next stream, barring like if it comes damaged or something like that. Or I generally Lego's pretty good about that stuff. Botanical Collection. I do love the botanical. I loved the bonsai, and I loved the flower bouquet. The flower bouquet was a little repetitive in parts of the build, but like, oh, it just looks so gorgeous. I could definitely hear that. And then if we do the Botanical Collection, because it's kind of a smaller set, I feel like I probably have time to maybe do a little something else. I have like I have this ice cream truck that I bought. I have a couple gift with purchases left. So maybe I'll try to think about what we would do beyond that if we do that, because I think out of all those sets, that one is the most like likely that I would just bang it out in one session and still have time left over for something else. So, but we do have several little set options to choose from too. I still have the Forest Hideaway. I will have Raid the Castaway. I still have I can't even remember what it's called, but it's like a Christmas themed one that I got like I don't know, in like July or something. I remember it being like it was a weird time for it to come out, and I remember that it was also one that I wasn't like really that stoked on. Like I was like, I don't want to get something just to get this, but then I can't remember what it was I got it with, but yeah, I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but I ended up buying something that qualified for it anyway because of some other reason. Yeah, I wish I had more time. I mean, I think I'll definitely will be able to finish this. Like, there's only one more set of bags after the one we're currently on, but after that, I do still have other things that I need to take care of at some point today. But we'll see about setting up a raid. Maybe we can find someone else cool to watch here. Yeah, do you usually like to stay up pretty late when you don't have work? 'Cause I definitely trend that way. I end up staying up pretty late pretty often. Although as I get older, I've gotten a little bit less that way. It's a little more frequent that I just end up going to bed on the early side. Although usually, more often than not, I still end up staying up pretty late if I have to, or if I don't have to get up in the morning. Let's see here. Okay, this drops right here, and this can be asymmetrical. I do love asymmetrical instrumentation. Like all these scanners and stuff are a little offset from each other. Pretty cool. Let me see. All right, all these little vents go on here. Let me see. Maybe I'll do one more small set today before I go. Maybe. Because I do have other stuff to do, but I really like hanging out with you guys too, so I don't know. If they haven't hit me up about getting this call going, we will see. Oh, you're totally fine, KP. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you hanging out. I totally understand having a low energy day. Man, so you, Airwolf, you're usually rocking like 5 hours of sleep only? You go to bed at 1 and wake up at 6? Like, wow. Man, I get way too tired for that. That makes me tired just to think about. But more power to you, though. I mean, like... Oh, okay, I see. I mean, I respect it. Don't get it wrong, you know. There's always so much I want to do, and I always feel like there's not enough hours in the day. So I definitely respect the use of your time. Let's see here. Ooh. I just get so much more tired than I used to. I don't know. When I was younger, I would like go on no sleep practically, like on a regular basis. But I don't know. Maybe I just did that for too long, and now I'm like too burnt out to have that kind of energy anymore. I don't know. But I definitely, whatever the reason, I definitely can't do it like I used to. That much is for sure. Oh yeah, sure. That makes sense too. Definitely. consideration. You might like to sleep longer than that, but if your sleep apnea doesn't let you, then that is the way it is. That sucks, though. I'm sorry. I feel bad for people that have problems sleeping. My brother has really bad insomnia, and my brother and my mom both have really bad insomnia. I've always felt bad for them for that, because generally I have a pretty easy time falling asleep. Varies every once in a while, you know. I have my days every once in a while where I can't fall asleep easily, but it's fairly rare. More often than not, I can fall asleep pretty easily, which I am very thankful for. I am like actively thankful for the fact that I can fall asleep easily, if that counts for anything. Got our little siren here. The instruction booklet, it says, the pitch of this federal siren has been modified to set it apart from other emergency vehicles in New York. That's very courteous of the Ghostbusters to make sure that no one mistakes them for an oncoming fire truck or ambulance or what have you. Yeah, I used to have a really hard time waking up in the morning, like getting up early, which I think part of that is just like I had so many years of just like working late, not like working nights at restaurants and like not having a reason to get up earlier, or not having like a necessity to get up early, and it just like led me to develop a bunch of bad habits when it comes to sleep. But now I'm pretty better about that stuff. I open most days out of the week, and I need to be at the restaurant by 9 in the morning, which is not like super early by any stretch of the imagination, but it's like when I was like in my early 20s, the idea of, you know, waking up at 8 a.m. to go to work was like way far outside of what sounded realistic to me at the time, which, you know, looking back is like, that's just silly kid nonsense. But regardless, I'm definitely a lot better about it than I used to be here. Let's see, we got sticky here, sticker number 10. Coming in on the side of this bad boy. This straight, yep. Pretty even. Pretty happy with that. Couple C clips on here. And these little antennae on here, cool. This says, the modified marine radome antenna sends out a sonar-like sweep to detect spectral particles. Hell yeah. Awesome. Alright, let's see here. So this is gonna sit on top of these, right? Still confused as to what this is for. And I'm now like covering it up, so I don't know. Try to have this, I think it was like this. Just in case we were supposed to have it at some particular juncture. It looks like, I mean, the gear is still exposed, so I can still move it manually if I need to put something through here to connect to it or something like that. Interesting. Okay. Here's an interesting instruction I've never seen before. Flip it over. Take these off, it says, and put them back into your parts pile. So I guess those were just to keep it sitting flat while it was being built. I remember being curious about putting those there. Like, that's a weird, like, that's not part of a car. I don't know why that would be there. Very inventive. Very, very inventive and cool. Because it's like, oh, I mean, it doesn't, it's like, flip it over, take these off, and then put them on step 2. So peculiar. Alright, and then let me see. This little spanner guy in. And a pressure dial. Ah! Found it. Definitely learned over time that when you drop a Lego piece, rather than trying your hardest to just grab it, definitely better to watch where the piece is falling and then just grab it. The Ford Mustang uses that same building technique. That's pretty cool. It's really nice. Like, I never even considered how annoying it might have been to have been working on this build where, like, you know, it was tipping or wobbling or whatever. So I really hadn't even, like, I thought it seemed a little weird when I put them on there, but I didn't think that much more about it. But, you know, seeing what it was doing now and, like, looking back on it, that's definitely a really good use, or a really good technique. Yeah, I've been looking to see if the Mustang or the new Challenger or anything goes on sale or anything like that too. I'm keeping an eye out for sales on those because I've really been enjoying these vehicles. Or the Back to the Future car, I really want that too. Although it's one of those sets where it had the price increase, and I'm just like a grumpy goat enough about it that I'm like, well, I wanted it. I could have gotten it for $170 and now it's $200. Meh. Like, you know, can't change the past. Can't change what I did or didn't get. Okay, so this thing is siren action is going to slot down through here to connect to that, which lets us turn the wheels from above. Pretty cool. Neat. And we got another little contraption to build here. Yeah, and I don't even know how I would say this one compares to the camper van. They were both really fun, and they both, I mean, they had some similarities, but there's also enough, like, major differences in their construction that it's kind of hard to compare them directly like that. I don't know. Oops. Smacked my camera here. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so now this spins and it turns that gear. You can see. Okay. Got our last danger sticker here. Certainly they're carrying a lot of dangerous equipment here. Gotta respect what the Ghostbusters do, you know? Oh, that is not even at all. Okay, nice. I left a little bit. Ha ha ha, beautiful. Second time was definitely the charm on that sticker placement. Okay. But I do still want to get an all Technic car at some point too. I'm just so torn about. I don't know. I ended up buying a bunch of sets because stuff that I wanted and I got them on sale. But like, I do want to try one of those. Even if it ends up being that like I don't care for it that much, it's like I still just want to know. Still want to know if I enjoyed it, you know? Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, so as you crank this around, it just makes the antenna pan back and forth. The TU antenna, better known as the sniffer, monitors psychokinetic energy. Hell yeah. That's awesome. 15 unbuilt sets, huh? That's a pretty good backlog. I don't have that many. I mean, with all the little like poly bags and stuff they've sent me, it's maybe close, but I don't really count those. I don't count anything under 200 pieces. I don't really count as a set even. But yeah, I mean, I love having a backlog. I like having options to choose from when I decide what I'm going to go and build next. What am I doing? Oh, there's multiple different tubes in here. Should be familiar with this one. We just use these in the Jurassic Park set. Yeah, I just like, I don't know. I've been spending money like crazy recently, and not just on Lego. I mean, I've just been spending a lot of money in general, and I need to be saving. I want to get a better amp for my bass, and by better, I mostly mean louder. Oh yeah, I know. I figured you meant big sets. You don't strike me as someone that's really interested in the smaller sets at all. Which I don't blame you for. I'm not really interested in them either, in general. Let's see here. So this is gonna connect to right here. And then this tube goes up to something. This? Like that. Yeah, I just have, I mean, I have a decent amount saved up for like this vacation that I want to take, and or getting a big gnarly loud amp. So it's not like I'm being unsuccessful at saving for those things, but it definitely it definitely you know, does put a little bit of a limit on how much Lego I can get. Although, as I've alluded to, I certainly hmm. Oh, I see. Right on top of there. I certainly still keep an eye out for sales and stuff like that. And I mean, I have a credit card. You know, I do my budgeting well enough that you know, if I see something at a good deal, I'll usually pick it up, and then I just like don't get don't get something for a little bit after that. I can usually make all that stuff work pretty well. Also, like doing the streaming thing. All right, here we go. Last bag number 12. The streaming thing really does that makes me move through sets. It's like if I wasn't doing this, you know, actually before I started doing this, I was like building up a pretty big backlog, you know, without like not on purpose. It was just like, oh, I want this set, I want this set, and then I was like not getting around to building them as regularly. But now that I'm doing the streaming thing, it's like, you know, having a building appointment every week definitely helps move through them regularly. But there's so many more that I want, you know. If I had everything that I wanted, whew, we would have a lot of sets. A lot of them. Alright, build our siren displays here. God, I love these translucent color pieces. Always loved these pieces when I was a kid. Jewels, we would call them frequently, regardless of the size or shape of the translucent color pieces, and we would hoard them away in our creations. My brother and I would make, like, you know, vehicles that were like meant specifically to like house all the pretty little elements that we loved so much, along with like the gold coins and like the chalices and stuff like that. So interesting the way kids play with toys, like the way they choose what's important to them about their toys. I find so interesting. I would have absolutely lost my mind seeing these sets as a kid. Like, we had a few big sets, but nothing. I mean, of course, this is not a set that's really meant for children in any meaningful way. They didn't really make sets quite on this level in the 90s. Alright, put a bunch of these things on top. got these guys. Hold it up here. Awesome. Sits right here. Okay. Neat. Anything go on to cap that off? I guess not. Couple more lights here. By a couple, I mean 5? I see where 3 of them go. Oh, yeah, 5. Okay, wow. I definitely have like a decent sized collection of minifigures. Mostly it's stuff that's come from sets. But I have bought a handful of like the like collectible minifigure series. I do enjoy minifigures, although I don't know. I mean, I find like building the actual sets to be the most entertaining part of Legos. Yeah, I have seen that. Also, you know what else has a crap load of minifigures is the Daily Bugle, which is a set that I have wanted. It's really, I mean, it's like $350, so I don't know. I mean, definitely gotta pick and choose what am I stupid? Oh yeah, not stupid, but I definitely put that on the wrong spot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the Daily Bugle has like 20 or something like that. Man, like, and it's a bunch of like obscure Spider-Man characters and stuff. I'm like, I almost feel like it would be wasted on me because I don't read Spider-Man comics really. I mean, I've read like a handful or whatever, but I mostly, when I read comics, if I read superhero comics at all, I mostly read DC. And even then, I don't read a ton of superhero comics in general. I prefer sci-fi and horror comics. Superhero comics just have like so much stuff you gotta know, and there's so much interconnected stuff and plot lines where it's like, oh, refer to this issue of this series to know what in the hell we're even talking about at this juncture. And it's like, it can just be kind of a lot sometimes, but they are cool. I mean, I do like superhero stuff, you know. But yeah, the Sanctum looks really cool. I've really been enjoying seeing you post the progress on that. It looks like a really, really awesome set. Says here for these spotlights we just built, the vintage Unity S6 spotlight is capable of illuminating at approximately 1 million lumens. Wow! That sounds like a lot. I don't know how much a lumen is. I don't know how that relates to like a flashlight or whatever, but I assume it's a ton. Let's see. All right, these wheels say the same thing on both sides, so I don't think it matters here. Let me see. Get on there. Get on there. Get. Nice. Minute 4? Okay. Pause the music real quick. Pull this up.
Hey, Vinny, where'd you get that shirt?
Stop it. I know about Sticker Mule.
Frankfurt am Main im Herzen von Europa, meinem wunderbaren kleinen Liedchen. An einem fantastischen Tag und schaut, was ich euch mitgebracht habe.
4. Minute
Den ich hier
3.
direkt vorm Rüssel hatte. Unglaublich. Wir ziehen uns rein. Und wir haben hier ja auch den Supersternenzerstörer und sowas stehen gehabt. Kommt in der Mächtigkeit einfach nicht ran. Das ist ein richtiger Turm. Das macht Gaudi. Gebt mal acht. Also, das hier ist der. Nur mal von der Idee hier, den konnte man auch aufklappen.
Oh yeah, the Avengers Tower.
Nur mal so als Vergleich. Das gibt Lego euch, wenn ihr mal...
This one that he's showing first is the official set, right? Oh yeah, okay. The little one.
Verliebtheit, vor allem in den oberen Stockwerken, die ist halt schon...
I mean, the Lego one's pretty
Wir haben
cool.
auch noch Ersatzteile dabei in wertvollen Teiletrenner. Ein bisschen Werkzeug, Geraffel.
Ah yeah. I can see it behind him. He's like showing the Lego one, but
Dann haben wir noch, sie werben nicht damit.
wow.
Es gibt auch noch Teile.
It's so much bigger.
Sieht aus wie ein A.
Yeah, you gotta give it a generic name so you get around the copyright, but it's pretty obvious what it is.
Ja, natürlich ansonsten
Jump ahead here. I want
Ideen von
pull it forward.
Auch, weil die Vorlage natürlich immer eine ähnliche ist. Es ist ein
Jump ahead a little.
Das muss ein One-Take von so einem riesen
Wow.
einfach aushalten.
Oh, it's so giant.
Und da sind wir auch schon wieder glücklich. Die Wand ist schon wieder drin.
Oh, the logo, the A or whatever has a light. Yeah, open this up. Wow.
Nochmal die Idee hier hinten mit der Beleuchtung. Ihr seht das hier.
That is awesome.
Dann wird es hier, und hier wird es durchgeführt. Durch diese gelben Dinge wird es durchgeführt. Hier hoch, da, geht dann hier hoch, wird durchgeführt.
Yeah, it's funny that that's funny that the Lego one is so lackluster because like the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum Sanctorum are like awesome. Like they're cool big sets, but like the official Lego Avengers Tower is like the scale is like way wrong. I think a lot of the Iron Man sets have looked kind of weird to me, honestly. The like armor territory and or the armor territory. What am I saying? The like armor room. The armory.
Hier hinten haben wir natürlich verschiedene Getränke.
Look at all these details. I'm just kind of jumping around and looking at some stuff here.
Besteht hauptsächlich nur noch aus der Marke und den Minifiguren. Aber so ist es natürlich.
Oh, that's so cool.
Tatsächlich mal so auseinandernehmen, wie ich es jetzt mache. Das ist nur zu zeigen. Und das ist die andere Seite.
Yeah, you can see the wiring for the light and stuff.
An dem was jetzt kommt. Sondern wir haben auf dieser Seite.
Cool. I'm gonna leave that open. I'm gonna check a little more about that later. Oh yeah, the mini blocks treehouse. Yeah, I mean, it does look cool. It's really similar to the other treehouse, but I did really love that treehouse. So I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely tempted by the idea. And there was a ton of stuff. Like, I don't know. To me, when I was looking on Blue Bricks, the stuff that looked the most interesting was the castle stuff. Like the castle stuff that's at the regular scale. It all looked like it would go so well with the medieval blacksmith set, which like. Oh my gosh, like that, I still, out of everything I've done on my channel here, the medieval blacksmith was like so awesome. Every time I see it, it's on a bookshelf that's like right by the entranceway to my kitchen. And it's just such a beautiful set. Turned out so good. So I would love to get some more stuff. Love to get some more stuff that goes well with it. Alright, let's put some stuff back together here. I just broke this stupid thing. You gotta remember it's still Lego. Still made out of bricks. As secure as a lot of this stuff is, it is still made out of bricks. Hold it up while I put these wheels on here. I think I've had this axle wrong the entire time. I've had these popping out, but I think it's supposed to go like this. Haha. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, this video's got like 400,000 views on it. Pretty impressive. That's cool. I would love to get even a fraction of that big. Be able to afford to get more stuff and all that. He seems like a charismatic guy. I do not know German like even really a little bit to understand what he's saying, but he seems like a charismatic fellow. Come on, baby. Get on there. Come on. Aha, there we go. Okay. All right. Wheel number 4. Awesome. We are ready to roll. Cool. But we still have a couple exposed flanks and stuff here, so definitely. What? Got hubcaps here. It says they're supposed to go on, but how? Do not have enough exposed axle. Oh, I bet I put the wheels on backwards. Yeah, I did. I put the wheels on backwards. Okay. No problem. No problem. Easy fix. There we go. Correct. Incorrect. Correct. Hubcap. Alright. Wow. After struggling with them, too. Oh my gosh. Oh my golly. You know, this is why Lego has instructions, right? You know? You can avoid these sort of mistakes if you just pay attention. Pay attention. But the good news is mistakes with Lego can always be corrected, even if it ends up being a little more time consuming than you intended. There's always a way to backtrack and fix your mistakes. Okay, hubcaps are in place. Now, let's see, probably about ready here to cover up these back wheels. I assume that's why this part hasn't been done yet, is because the wheel is going to be partially covered. That was the way it was with the VW camper too, and I think these vehicles are from the same like area or era rather of design. Although the Volkswagen is a German vehicle, I can't say I remember the manufacturer of this car off the top of my head. I know I should. I'm sure it said it at some point recently in the manual, but I do not. I do not remember. Okay. Sits like so. Okay. Gotta flip this around again. I'll try to do it without breaking a bunch of stuff this time. And then this is gonna go right. What, here? Nope. Right here. What is this supposed to connect to? That goes right there. Oh, I see. Connects via this Technic pin and this stud. Alright. So then, should have gotten my table out. I'm going to grab my table to set this on, and I'm going to fill up my coffee real quick here. It's just going to be so much easier, because I think I'm going to need to move this back and forth a couple of times here. Got this little TV dinner tray. Usually have this set up in advance of the stream. I don't know why I didn't think I'd need it. This is like the giantest set we built. Alright. Goes. Okay. Okay. And we'll just set this over here just for a moment. Being careful because it is on wheels now. Alright, and that's going to let us have a little more breathing room here. Okay. Cool. Looks like this is going to be a little panel that gets held on by these Technic pins, probably. And continues these beautiful lines that we love so much, these beautiful curves here. Okay. Connects via these Technic pins into this guy. Okay, beautiful. And let's see what's up next. Definitely going to set this down again in a second, but... Let me see here. Okay, so we got these guys. This is an interesting connector. Ball joints it's going to connect to. Very interesting. Okay, and the ball joints it wants to hook up right now. So as we can see, we've got two in here. And it's just going to sit. Oh, it sits really nice I don't know how they got that angle so nice, but it sits just right beautifully on top of this curve. Lovely. And then I just pre-ready these two curved pieces. They will connect on here to continue on. And then look at that. So simple. Really came together so much easier. Like, for how much exposed panel was left and putting it in like 4 different sections, basically, like, it ends up looking really clean and nice. And I definitely missed some pieces down here. They're an easy fix. Even better. Even better. Looks great. Oh, this set is so gorgeous. Okay. And we're going to add a little more detailing here before we get to mirroring it on the other side, it looks like. So this, and the seat clip, and the seat clip goes right here. Okay. And this connects into here. Is that on camera? Not really. Okay, there we go. This thing. Choop. Okay. I think that's about where they want it. All right. Now we mirror on the other side. Okay. Let's check. Still no communicado from the homies, so I think we're free and clear to finish up here. Flip this guy over. Like so. And this is familiar beats from having done this oh so recently on the other side. Boom. There we go. And just like the other side, we've got C-clip, or not C-clip, Technic pin and stud as our connections. Click. Click. Beautiful. Oops. Breaking off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Okay. Got it back on. And looks like a little something variation here. This is a little bit different than what we just did. Similar, same panel, Technic pins connected. It's just got a little bit more greebling on the outside, maybe to some specific end, maybe not. Maybe it's just greebling, or maybe it hooks up to something else. We'll find out soon, as we are very close to the finish line here. Pop that into place. Same as on the other side. It's this. It's a 1x4 with yellow 1x4 with technicals that slots into. And then evidently this was the step where we missed these couple of pieces on the underside, so we just pop that in. Same as on the other side, and then the next step We do these, and we get our... Let's see if we can do this one-handed here. Expect we can. Yeah. There we go. A master. On the ball joints. God, I love how easily that pops in. So satisfying. Such a good angle and pops in so easily. Great. Alright. Keep doing this stuff one-handed here, I reckon. It should be pretty easy. Okay. There it goes. Splendid. Beautiful. Set this back down for a second. Mailed. Oh, mail day. Roommate just dropped some mail to me. Pretty exciting stuff. Maybe we'll go ahead and do a little unboxing video at the end here as a bonus. I had not been checking the tracking on this. Okay. So we got the roof rack ladder offers quick access to the Ecto-1 special rooftop equipment. It was moved in order to make room for the new gunner seat door. So on the original Ecto-1, it was on the other side, presumably. I guess that means we're kind of obligated to put the rust stickers on. Unless we just decide not to. We'll see. Got that in place. Alright, let's get these tubes going here. Heck yeah. Tube time. Oh, the song's kind of spooky. This is a good transition into me going into my horror movie action after this. Alright, tubes. God, I love these tubes. Yet another piece that classic piece that I loved when I was a kid. I think the Life on Mars space sub-theme had these tubes, I want to say. And boy, I love tubes. That's a good way to make any sci-fi build you're working on look more awesome. It's just random tubes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's hook up these guys right here. So it's gonna go on this Technic pin up top right here, and then I see. Yes. Bottom one breaks right, top one breaks left. That can't be right. It can, it just needs to be. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So that was our greebling. Very nice. And this cable that we saw on the other side is going to be mirrored here. This time just attached via ink pots. Oh, interesting. So it's a different cable. This is one of these Jurassic Park fence ones. That's what I'm gonna think of it as, because we just use them for that. Okay, there we go. Wires and tubes, wires and tubes. And our other light here. Okay. Basically going to be pretty much the same as the other one, presumably. It's kind of nice that they split these up into two. Doesn't feel quite as repetitive when you've done some other stuff in the middle of it. Plus, this is probably going to go over top of some of those tubes and such. Tubes and wires, so it probably actually did need to be done in this order too. But whether by design or just as a happy side effect, it's nice that it breaks up the back-to-back nature of it. I like this song. This is getting a star. Alright. Gotta put all the rest of our jewels on here. Cool. Oh. All right, and the top half here of our beautiful shape. I like that the profile shape of these lights kind of like mirrors the profile, like the curves of a car, kind of, in a way. That makes sense. I don't know if it does. Okay, and this one just sits directly on here. Line it up and press down. Boom. Cool. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. And of course we've got our little trap here. I haven't seen the movie, but I assume this is just a remote control car hooked up to a trap, one of their traps, basically. Saw this bit in the trailer of this flopping out of the back. And it's cool. It's a cool idea. You know, takes a passive ghost trap and makes it active, and that's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet plot device. Ooh, are these printed? Oh yeah. Oh, we like that. Oh, they line up so nicely. Heck yeah, baby. We got our big tires, now we get our little tires. Okay. On they go. So where does this go? Can't ever not have a miss piece. Let's see. Maybe there's... No. Oh, there is another step. Okay, all right. So we didn't miss this yet, or this. I didn't even see this one. But yeah, we got a little bit left here. But let's check out the play feature of this first. Okay, so we've got here this bad boy opens, in it goes. You drop it right in there, and then you pull this out, and it opens the ramp, and it slides out. I probably just blocked that with my arm, kind of. Let's try that again. Alright, you drop it into its little bay here, close the door, drive, you're driving around, you're playing with your Ghostbusters car, and then blam! Haha! That's awesome! It's so rad. I love it. Alright, let's get you back in there, you little cutie. Cool. That's so fun. Yeah, big smiles is right. I love it. Alright, and then we got, last but not least, we got these two go together like so. And they're going to get sticker number 14 here. Which is, of course, to turn these into a bag of Stay Puft Marshmallows. Awesome. Awesome. I wonder if are they, well, don't tell me, because I'm gonna watch it. But I wonder if they're eating Stay Puft Marshmallows at some point in this movie, or if it's, I'll just put this loose on the seat. That doesn't seem right. I guess so. Put that loose on the seat in there, as the instructions ask me to. I'm not going to, until I set it out to display, because we want to show off this too. Well, I've already done this a couple of times, but yeah, open your door here, and then there's the button on this side, beautifully disguised. Where even is it? Oh, yes, here. Beautifully disguised as any other panel on the side of the car. Totally indistinguishable, which is really cool. And then you click that, and then BAM! Your chair pops out, ready to zap ghosts. Cool printed decal on the back. Your chair can flip back around as it goes back in. Oh, kind of didn't show that. There we go. Flips it back around as it goes back in. Yeah! Wow, that is super awesome. Yeah, this set is really sick. Absolutely lived up to my expectations. Very glad that I got this at a pre-price increase point. $200 instead of $240, definitely. I mean, if I bought this at $240, I feel like I would still feel okay about it. Like, it's a really cool set. But, man, getting this at $200 is big time. Why? Oh, interesting. It turns one of the wheels in addition to this. So, therefore, does that mean... Oh, okay. So that means as you push it, as you play with it, try to get a decent angle on this. As you move it, it's just not a long enough desk for this to really work, but this radar gun rotates back and forth, and then this guy spins around as it drives. There we go. That kind of shows it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Wow, that is sick. That is so sick. Wow. I'm just blown away yet again. Another Lego set, another plethora of surprises, super interesting build techniques, really, really cool stuff in this set. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. Sick. And we've got the Stay Puft Marshmallows to display with it. Got 3 of this same black stud left, which kind of makes me think I might have missed a couple of them somewhere. Usually there's only 1 left over of any little greeble piece like that. So humor me, I'm gonna flip through this. I'm gonna try to not... Ah, I see. Where's the release? There we go. It is just a part of this that I messed up. Couple right in the center before that panel went over top of it. Presto. Okay. There we go. Missed one more piece on that, as is tradition. Man, yeah, wow. Really cool set. Absolutely sick. If you can find this at a discount that gets it into that $200 range, definitely worth it. Depending on you know, how much of a Ghostbusters fan you are, maybe worth it at that $240 price point as well. It's a really cool build. It's a really cool build, and I mean, it's gonna look absolutely beautiful on display too. So yeah, I mean, I've just got no complaints. You know, it was really fun to build. So I'm going to stop my YouTube recording here. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.